Welcome to the world of G Square Publishing, where creating a personalized story for your child is important to us. All you have to do is email us at ceo@gsquare.org, and someone from our team will contact you. Or just call 917-681-2818. It's that easy. Email us today. Why wait?
We live, Jay?
The beat 139.
1, 2.
Featuring Doc,
1,
Don
1.
Vito, and Keith Cash. Harlem's #1 show.
Yeah, what's good?
What's good? What's good?
What's up, Doc?
What's good? We gotta make this quick. Welcome to the Beat 139. I'm Doc, Shake the Block.
Don Vito, voice for the people. So like Doc said, we got to make this quick. We got a call. Tell them what's going on, Doc.
We got caller calling from Rikers Island, Future, and he got some things he want to call and talk about. Future, what up, bro?
Hey, what's going on, Doc? How you doing, my guy?
What's good?
How you been, man?
I'm all right, man. You know, I'm hanging in there. I'm keeping my head up, and I'm staying positive.
That's cool. We got you on the air. You ain't got much time left, man. You know, some things you wanted to get off your chest?
All right, yeah. A lot of people might have seen a video that went viral. It got Camron on it. It, killed Cam from Harlem. It got his cousin on there, Bloodshed. It got this other guy named White Bread that I used to be in a group with, BBO, along with Blinky Blank too. And so this video is like ancient artifact. It's like it was recorded like 1995, March 9, 1995. So that was like before Biggie even died. Like Biggie died 97, March 9, 1997. So the footage, right? I've been sitting on this footage for years, and then I tried to give it to Jim Jones. I don't know if he gave it to Cam. I gave it to Luca Brasi. I don't know if he gave it to Cam. Luca Brasi, I had sold him like a fur coat for cheap. He still owe me money on that. And then I gave it to Camron's cousin. What's Camron's cousin's name? Duke the God. I gave it to Duke the God, right? And then Cam DJ, I don't know if he still deal with his DJ anymore. I gave it to him, and then the DJ was trying to get Cam 10,000 out of Cam. I didn't want no money from Cam. I just want to make 2 beats for him or whatever. So him, Cam, Mace, they never got any beats from me, but they used to rhyme on my beats before they got on. And Big L, rest in peace. He was a good friend of mine that I had met through Doc and E. Jordan. We all went to PS 187 or whatever have you, right? So L was gonna put me down with Flamboyant Entertainment, but unfortunately he was murdered, right? So after that, I got with Max B. I did a song with Max B. We ain't playing, but fast forward back to Cam and Mace. I gave my footage to. I didn't really give it to Bulletz Gotti, but I said to him yo, what you think about this? So Pellets Gotti. I'm gonna call him Pellets Gotti. I gave it to Pellets Gotti, and I was like, what you think about this? And he never hit me back. And I used to get really depressed about this because it's I'm like, man, L died, Max B locked up, Mason Cam fronting on me. I don't know if they saying my beats is whack, but it's just that they ain't backing it. And I'm like, for a long time, I was lost or whatever. I had to find myself, get a job, work. I started doing my thing, put my credit together, brought my own rollie, brought my own jewelry, brought my own car, not relying on these brothers, not waiting forever for them. So Bulletz Gotti released the footage. he releases the footage. The footage goes astronomically intergalactical viral. Like everybody's playing it, everybody's taking it, renaming it. And if you look on my page, BBO Kids on YouTube, it's only at like 200 and something views. So they, like they're shadow banning me. Like they're taking my footage and running with it like it's theirs. They're not giving me my credit for it. Even Bulletz Gotti did that. Like, he put Blinky name all big. I said, yo, dogs, where did you get the footage from? So I had to keep coaching Bulletz Gotti. Like, yo, listen, you're not gonna get nothing from me no more if you don't put the right credences up. If you don't give me the right credence for my work. If you don't bless me the right way, we're gonna have an issue. And I gave Bulletz Gotti a Pele Liver too as well. So, he switched it back. I met up with him a couple of times again. And, I was hanging out with the kid, you know what I mean? Like, I was hanging out with him. I was trying to figure out how I was gonna make myself become more noticeable for the work that I've been doing, even though I'm already known. Like, sometimes I be jaded, like, do people know me? Like, do people know I was the original Future? Like, do they remember me being on BT? But I sitting in the basement with Tigger? Like, before ATL Future was even existed? Like, do they know? But, Harlem know. Harlem know, New York know. So, Bulletz Gotti views go up to, like, 200. This is like when he had, like, under 5,000 subs. He's like 4,000 something. So after that, he shot up to like 10. If you look at him now, he's probably at like maybe 170,000 views. But my video was like his number one video. Like it was like 200 and something. So one time we in my car, come get him. He introduced me to his cousin. I think his cousin is like a gang member or whatever have you. Me, I'm just a regular guy. You know what I mean? I'm from Harlem. We hustlers, just regular dude, but we can hang anywhere. So I snatch him up, we live. Somebody on the live says something crazy to him, like, I guess that spooked him and scared him. So he jumps out my car and he runs. He leaves us. He leaves me and his cousin, or his alleged cousin or whatever. And I'm like, damn, what the fuck happened? Like, what happened? Like, I'm in shock. I'm like, what just happened? So I don't know nothing. Like, Bulletz Gotti is, he's avoiding me. He's not answering my calls. The next day, the cousin calls me like, yo, we was on Death of the Clout Chaser. I'm like, what? Like, I'm like, the name just sounds ominous. Like, it just sounds crazy. Like, Death of the Clout Chaser. I'm like, how I get on there, So he finally tells me, he's like, some guys was threatening Bulletz Gotti and it spooked Bulletz Gotti and Bulletz Gotti shouldn't hang with me, this, that, and the third. And he left me, you know what I mean? He left me on some coward shit, So, me being the smart guy that I am, the intelligent individual that I am, I had already copywritten the footage to Washington, D.C. because it was just so much calamity behind it. I said, let me copyright this footage. I had been did that like years ago. It's like $350. That was nothing to a person that go to work. Because your check is gonna always be there. And that's what I tell young people. Go to work and protect yourself. Copyright your stuff. So after that, I memorized.
You have 1 minute left.
Bulletz Gotti's page or whatever, and I flag his shit. You know what I'm saying? So he hits me up like, yo, Future, why you flag? I'm like, man, yo, fuck you mean why I flag my shit? That's my shit. You know what I'm saying? And you did some sucker shit by jumping out the car and not telling me.
Yo, you got about 20 seconds, bro.
He knows.
Yeah, I'm gonna call y'all right back. I'm gonna call y'all right back.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? But he jumps out the fucking car on me and leaves me and his cousin. He's asking me for my intellectual property. Like, I have to give him an explanation for my shit. And then going forward after that, Camron put it on his show. It is what it is with along with Mace. I don't know if Mace had anything to do with that, but Cam put it on the show and changed the name to Camron Freestyle 1995. That's not the name of the footage. The footage is called
Thank you for using
Cypher.
Securus. Goodbye.
Yeah, he's getting into that
Yeah, he's
story,
getting
man.
in. He said he gonna call back. So
Yeah, y'all
to the
stay here.
people, y'all stay here.
Bring it up. See what we got.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's definitely it's getting crazy. It's gonna do something big.
Yeah, it's an interesting story. You know, we all about the stories in the interviews and stuff like that. And you know, this is a call from prison. And you know, this guy here, he got a story to tell, you know, as far as some of the names that you heard, well-known names from Harlem. And he just want to let people know, you know, what's going on behind the scenes type of story. You know, there's a lot of people who did things, and not just in music, but in life, a certain type of way with people, and, you know, later on they don't get, you know, they just do, or people forget about them, ghost them, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So he want to let you know, with his story, what the real is.
And one thing about the Beat 139, like I said, we give everybody a voice. Like, you know, somebody who asks, we're not going to say, no, we can't do it. You know, everybody always can tell their side.
Right.
Now, Future called and said, basically he talked about some footage that happened that went viral. He got no credit for it, and it sold millions and millions of views. And he basically said, he called him back now.
All right, here we go.
Hello, this is a free call from
Terrence.
an incarcerated individual at New York City Department of Correction. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored for law enforcement purposes. If you are an attorney, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number by going to www.nyc.gov/DOC.
Yo.
Yeah, you get right back to it. We here.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the gist of it. It's not Camron 1995 freestyle. It's called the Cypher and Saint Nick Projects freestyle or whatever like that. You know what I mean? And the beat is my beat. I produced the beat. The video is my video. I have the original copy of it on the DVD, and I have the original VHS copy on the tape. So I say that to say there's an issue there, because there's a way that you do things, you know what I mean? And you know, because I'm locked up, and I'm sure that they've heard about that. You know, they just picking it upon themselves to do whatever they think they want to do. And as far as Bulletz Gotti is a sucker. He's a fucking sucker. He's a little bitch ass nigga, you know. And I advise anybody dealing with him to stop fucking with him. You know what I mean? Because he's not right. He don't do things the right way. As far as Cam could have came and hollered at me. You know, me and him was talking in the inbox on Instagram. He could have did it the right way. You know, dudes don't be wanting to give the rightful credit. They don't want to pay or whatever they think they're going to do. And what ends up happening is you end up paying more in the long run. You know, and that's all I wanted to say. You know, big shout out to Doc. Shout out to the whole staff. Shout out to 139 The Beat. Shout out to the whole Harlem, the whole New York, Brooklyn, Staten, Queens, Boogie Down, Bronx. And I just want to thank y'all for letting me get my voice heard on my issue.
So basically, your issue is you basically wanted credit for the work you've done with Camron and Camron, right? Yeah.
Yeah. You know, Bulletz Gotti to me is a nobody. Like, so, you know, he was somebody that I chose him. I could have chose anybody. I could have chose Hassan Campbell. I could have chose Belly TV. I could have chose any one of these bloggers and went through them, and I would have got the same type of effect. So That's his loss. But as far as Cam, I don't even want the credit no more. You know what I'm saying? I want to get paid now. You know what I mean? Because they did it the wrong way. We could have did it the right way. We could have did a documentary, or you could have did the documentary and licensed it to me, or if you don't want to take a beat from me, if you don't really like me, then say it. You know what I'm saying? Stop acting like you're gonna keep telling me something like a little kid, and I'm gonna keep listening. Like one day I'm taking my kids to school. I'm on 7th Avenue. I'm taking my kids to 275 on 135th. He pulled his Jeep over and stopped me while I'm walking my kids. Not yo, Future, what's up? Yo, business ride. Let me drop you and your kids off. Yo, you good? And none of that. You just stop me to stop me. You know what I'm saying? They be like, yo, here, take my number. Yo, call me. We gonna get up. And then you never pick up. Like, what's the purpose of that? What's the purpose of keep telling me, yo, we gonna get up, we gonna go to the studio, we gonna do this, and then never do it? And then you take something from me and you put it on your show, and you don't ask me, or you don't try to get in contact with me. That's not how it goes.
So when you saying you wanted your money, what you trying to do legal, or you just?
Yeah, of course. I mean that's where it's at now. It's going that route. I mean, whatever infringement is, that's where we going with it. Whatever that is.
But,
you know what I'm saying? Whatever the penal code for that is, and the starting fee of that, we going with that. And then we going with, punitive damages, pain and suffering along with that.
So I don't know much about like that type of stuff was going on, but I didn't think you could sue somebody behind just uploading the video. And it's not like he made money. I don't think they made money off, did they? I don't know. I could be speaking. I don't know.
Well, you're right. I don't think they made any money off of it. They, Bulletz Gotti along with them hurt the value of it. You know what I mean? They hurt the value of it. Now it's like everybody got it. Everybody got their hands on it.
You have 1 minute left.
It means a lot. It means something, but it means more for him. You know what I mean? Like, because he's the name of it, and it's like putting it on a show that's worth.
Let me ask you a question before you go. Is it copywritten?
Of course it is. Washington D.C. Not no poor man copywritten. I spent $350 and copyright that.
Gotcha.
You can't just take somebody's stuff and throw it on TV. No, you can't do that. You can't throw it on your show.
Now, I want you copywritten. Copywritten means you own it, my guy.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You can't do it. You're right. You did it.
That's like if I take 139 a beat and then I go put that on XYZ show. I can't do that without asking y'all.
Not at all. That's right.
You feel me?
Yeah, you
can't do that.
Everybody know that. That's not even like a foreign language right there.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Thank you for using
I love y'all,
Securus.
man. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Yeah, that's a good call. Shout out to him. Future, once again, Satanic Projects. Like I said, anybody who they want to voice and combat pretty much what he's saying, that's just what we do. We've done this a few times on the show. People from jail called, and they wanted a voice too. So that's our
plus
model.
we don't know, what I mean? Like, we a show, so we don't judge nobody. You know what I'm saying? If there's something that somebody say, and we even know it ain't right, correct, whatever, we gonna definitely say something. But this is a show, man. People come on, they start one way and they go to another way sometimes. But for y'all, because they got Instagrams, what I mean? He don't, but they got different ways to, find them and talk to them. You know what I'm saying? But that was an interesting conversation.
Very interesting.
And I don't know if it's true or false, but allegedly or whatever you want to say it. But the way he make it sound very truthful.
I didn't know you could. So you basically saying he could sue?
Yeah, it's copywritten.
Oh,
that's the purpose of copywriting something.
Even though, so regardless of, it's not like if it's a record. They just do a video.
When you copyright, it means you own it, man.
So they supposed to have.
I think they say copyright song.
No, I get that, but
Yeah.
this wasn't a song. This was just like
Yeah,
a
so
freestyle.
what? It's still audio, video. It's still there. It falls under the same thing.
See, I didn't know that.
Falls under the same thing. It's still in that law. You know, this is, you said music, then you say video. It's still in that, all that's on that paper somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
And
Exactly.
so even though because when he said Camron changed the name, it doesn't matter. Even though he changed the name of.
Now you still got the content. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I change the name to a song, you can't see the song.
Yeah.
But if
Yeah,
you change
video,
the name
yeah.
to the video, I still the same video. You change the fucking name.
You're right.
You ain't gonna
Yeah, just
forget.
like YouTube.
Yeah.
Like when you rewrite, put up a video twice,
Yeah.
they don't like that
Nah,
shit.
nah.
You have to change it.
Yeah, double jeopardy or double something, whatever. Can't nah. But he copywritten the joint, so that's his. That he can sue. Now if it was his and it was his,
But you know,
he
I
ain't
just don't
copyrighted,
get.
can't do
Like
that.
I said, I don't know as far as this situation. I'm just saying in general. What's so hard about?
I don't know if he
fucking
could
with
do it. I
somebody
don't know if he could do it from in there.
in jail. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? See, and by him saying it on the show, if he was gonna do it from in there, you go through somebody else. You see what I'm saying? Though? But he done told the whole story on the joint. You can't collect money and do all that while they say you in jail.
Yes, you could.
No, you can't.
Jay, can you?
Nah. If you got a lawsuit or some shit like that or whatever, you can't get into jail.
Oh, so he could just put it so it'd be sitting in like an escrow?
It's going. You can't get it now.
No, not that he could get it, but I'm saying as far as fighting the case.
Yeah, it can happen. Sometimes you got to go to court and shit like that. You in jail. How you gonna sign a motherfucking joint?
No, down, right, Jay?
They not letting
They
you
do
out to sign no paper and come back in.
Jay,
And another
listen.
nigga can't sign for you, my nigga.
No,
I'm
but
telling you
I
how
think
it
they
work.
got the. That's not a business.
Yeah, you going to business in jail, but you can't get no lawsuit money like that in jail. I know that for a fact because I've been through it already. You know what I'm saying? If they don't know you in here, you can still get it if you got a way to get around it. But if they know you has done, you ain't getting nothing, man.
So if he pushing the paperwork, he got a lawyer. The lawyer can't. Like I said, the lawyer come to see him in jail.
Mm-hmm.
The lawyer can't push the paperwork.
Nah. They can't. With the you being in jail fucks your shit up. I'm gonna get some information on that. I know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm talking
find out.
about.
This is a good. Yeah, cause I don't
Telling
know.
you, man.
I
Telling you.
don't know, but he
Because right now I don't want to say too much. I'll tell you probably after the show. But I don't want to say too much on the air. But you can't. If they know you in here, you can't get it, man.
No, not getting it. But I mean, can the lawsuit be filed?
It means you can't get it.
No, I ain't saying
No.
him receiving the money. I'm just saying.
Nah.
can it
While you
file?
in here, you lose your rights.
Oh, okay.
You lose your rights.
I love somebody calling. Anybody who more familiar with this type stuff here, because I don't know. 646-628-4264. 646-628-4264. If you're familiar with that. Recap, basically, he's saying he putting in a motion because someone used his content and he's currently locked up. And
That's a lawsuit.
Jay, just speak up for the people who can hear you.
What he sued him for? Here come Diddy again. I heard about that one.
With Diddy, John?
Yeah, I heard about that. That was like, it came out like, it ain't just come out today. It came out like a week ago. But now it's probably more in-depth information. They said they had another one because Diddy about to go to court, but he ain't got his legal team together. He got rid of his legal
Because
team.
he's supposed to trial in May. I'm pretty sure they're going to push that
Yeah,
back.
but I can't push it back. He got to have the legal team. They push it back already. He got to have a legal team by May something. But he working on getting them. Now he can't keep pushing it back. They let him push it back already. And he don't want to push it back. He want to go to trial.
No, he ready. Yeah, he ready.
That nigga ready to go to trial, man.
Because he feel he could.
Yeah, he trying to put right now because he don't like jail.
Yeah. They don't like that shit.
Yeah, it's just bothering him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and him speeding it up ain't gonna make it better or worse at this point.
They said
because the longer he take, more shit coming out. Might be another reason why he want to go to trial now, because he knows probably some shit out there that they ain't get yet. But if they get it, it'll make them be even worse.
But you see, they said he had a long list of people going to get subpoenaed.
I don't mean to laugh, man, but yo, man, I don't mean to laugh, man. Yo, this dude got problems, man.
Yo, but you see the list of people. They said a whole bunch of celebrities. They said this case could be a long time. You see how long Young Thug's case took? They said this case gonna take a while.
But understand something though. Even if he didn't interact in that, he ain't raping nobody, man. He ain't taking nothing from nobody. People doing it willingly, man. They want to go to Diddy parties, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So a lot of people mad because they getting exposed because they fuck with him.
Yeah.
More so than, you see what I'm talking about? Damn, man, you should fuck that nigga, man. Now my shit gonna come out. One of those things.
Yeah.
He ain't just like, yo, hey.
Yeah.
A lot of shit got discovered because they got caught on them cameras, man. He ain't telling everybody.
Kanye, you know, Kanye was against Diddy in the beginning. Now he rocking with Diddy. So
he rocking with Diddy because 50 Cent told him that rock with Diddy. You hear about that?
50 told him to rock with Diddy?
Yeah, here
Why
you go.
would 50 tell him that?
Pull it up, Jake. 50 say, I don't fuck with Kanye. No, I don't fuck with Diddy. That's what he said. I don't fuck with Diddy like that. Y'all know that. But I ain't gonna lie. When Diddy was fucking with Kanye, Kanye was about his money. He was getting busy. He's getting busy. He's making money.
Oh, so
know what I'm
Diddy
saying?
and Kanye was doing business together?
Yeah.
Oh, I
But
didn't
he
know
said he got to say that when Diddy would say Kanye was more focused on getting to the bag. I can't say that about Diddy.
Oh.
Hey, y'all know I don't like to compliment no fucking Diddy. You know how I feel about him, but I got to say that. He said that. That been out like a little while ago.
Wow.
He said that straight up. Man, TMZ was running that shit for a minute.
Wow.
You don't have to give him no points. They don't give us
But the
nothing.
thing is,
yeah,
Kanye said all them dudes, he screamed out, said all Jay-Z fake, and he talked about Jay-Z and Beyonce kids. He went in
Nah,
on
but a
Jay-Z
lot of
and
stuff he
Beyonce.
do, I don't approve of, man.
He said he feel that
Yeah,
Jay-Z
probably.
turned his back on Diddy.
I know, but some of the stuff he says, even if you bitter about something that you got an issue with a person, you don't mess with the family. Family's off limits.
Not the
man.
kids.
It's off limits, man. You know what I mean? Come on, man. See, that's a sign of being crazy.
See, he mad because he thought that he feel that Jay-Z didn't want him to marry Kim Kardashian from the beginning, and he ain't come to his wedding. And he feel that now that they divorced, now Jay-Z fucking with Kim Kardashian. So he feel like when I was with her, you ain't want me fucking with her. Y'all claim that's why y'all ain't come to my wedding, which he feel they should still came to his wedding. And now that
So
Kim,
you saying Jay-Z got the funny style?
this what he's saying. Yeah, he said now that they not him and Kim, cause he thinking they all in collusion, Kim, Jay-Z and them, for him not to see his kids. Cause Kim keeping his kids, and they saying he crazy. Where every time their doctor come grab him and put him in another house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they having little issues with that.
But, okay. But back what I just said, because I'm trying to make a point. You saying that Jay-Z is out of pocket.
That's what he said. Yup.
Okay, so cool. Check this out. So, what was I going to say, man? What Jay-Z, what the fuck was I going to say, man? It gonna come back to me, but it's another little thing with, will we bring the conversation back?
Kanye and Kim Kardashian.
Oh, hey, I'm glad. There you go. Jay-Z did the same thing, excuse me, y'all, did the same thing with P. Diddy. When Diddy got locked up and that allegation, alleged lie about him and raping the young girl came out, Jay-Z said, I don't know that nigga, I don't fuck with him.
Yeah.
Yo, Jay. You see how you laughed over there? That nigga spent on him real quick.
Yeah.
They got pictures of them niggas when they was young niggas, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know, all Miami all over the place.
Jay ain't trying to rock with that. Jay separate himself.
Yeah.
separate
So he got a history of that.
Yeah. So that's what Kanye basically saying.
Oh, didn't he separate with LeBron?
I don't think he separated. If he did, I ain't hear nothing about it.
Yeah.
Cause LeBron ain't.
No. You remember Jay?
I know him and Braun was tight.
Him and Braun jumped when Jay-Z first went up to 40 downtown.
Yeah.
He had the rooms and all that. LeBron was down there hard with him. You understand what I'm saying? And when Jay-Z had a percentage of the Brooklyn Nets, at 3% or 6%. When LeBron came in town, Jay-Z sitting there, whatever. That was his man.
That's his man, yeah.
You understand? But they broke apart because something happened. I forgot what happened. They had a little discrepancy about something. They ain't been cool like they used to be.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's another breakaway moment.
Yeah.
Jay-Z will break away from you, man.
Now Jay-Z, yeah, his circle real small. His circle real small. So Kanye, he did a interview with DJ Academic, and he had a Ku Klux Klan
I heard about that
outfit
black outfit.
and he
That's
snapped
crazy,
out.
man.
And he said Jim
you couldn't
Jones.
see his eyes, man.
Yeah, he said Jim Jones snaked him because he got the people out in Europe wanted to meet Kanye. So I give you $2 million if you could get the meeting with Kanye. You feel Jim ain't
He got the meeting with him?
He got it.
He ain't give no bread?
That's what he's saying.
Jim took the whole $2 million?
That's what Kanye's saying. Yeah. Like I said, I don't get if Jim did do that. I don't understand people why they.
No, but Jim ain't do nothing you ain't let him do. Think about it. If you know what I'm saying, Jay? If you trying to tell me about da-da-da-da-da-da,
He got him to meet.
oh, I got to meet whatever. I'm going to check. I need to check everything else going on with this too. Well, I ain't pulling up. So, so you could say Jim got you, but you got yourself too because you ain't on point. You know what I mean?
I guess I just would have broke him off. That should.
No, I'm saying what you're saying, but still, you supposed to broke him off, of course. But what I'm saying in general is that, though, Kanye ain't paying attention, man. Can't nobody make you do nothing you want to do, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you ain't paying attention. We grown men here. We ain't talking about little kids, man.
Yeah.
We grown men, and these dudes done dealt with a lot of money, man.
Yeah.
A lot of money for a while. Jim not so much as Kanye, but Jim touched some paper too. You know what I mean? You comfortable, it's paper.
Yeah.
But you ain't on the Kanye level,
Yeah.
but still in all, though, you could detect shit like that, is what I'm saying, when you're in that lane, man. I mean, you slipping.
And then the internet been going wild because Jadakiss did an interview, and Jadakiss was with his pops, and his pops, people felt his pops blew up the spot. His pops said, "Shit." That he grew up like in a 2-parent home, and Jadakiss went to private school. So now a lot of the guys who blog, who's on the
I ain't hear
internet,
that.
yeah, the pops said it. The pops said
wow.
he went to he went to private school. So
What's this YO thing then?
so what happened with that? So Jadakiss said, I ain't only want to go to private school. Sheik and Styles went with me too. We all went there together. So like the whole Locks went to private school.
Wow.
So all the end guys who has channels on the internet, what they saying, I'm gonna ask you how you feel about it. What they saying that Jadakiss pump faking because they feel that this was some guys on YouTube said. One, they saying that he talked all the jail and street and real shit that, but he ain't never lived that life.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? This is what they saying.
Bad.
But
Dang.
how you feel about that? Like you see, I think it's deeper to that. I think you could go to a private school and you could still be in the streets. But this was some people saying they got like knowledge of what's going on. See, like this is some people saying.
But you understand, though, you said his father blew him up, so.
His father said right in front of him. His father said it. Said he went to private school.
In a 2-family home.
In a 2-family home, yes.
Nah, but you know the deal, but I'm going to tell you why this story sound suspicious. Or fugazi. Because if he went to private school and Sheik, and Styles P went to private school, they had a different type of upbringing, man. I ain't trying to hear that. You know what I mean? Because motherfuckers from the project ain't going to private school, my nigga. Stop it. They're going to PS 130, 40, 150 something. Keep it tall, right? So that means, cause let me give you let me say Baltimore. Baltimore, when you go through Baltimore, you got all the row houses. They all lined up. You know what I mean? and you go up a hill, go up a couple turns, all that, you on top of that, and you see people in houses. But before you get to that, you got to go through that. You see what I'm saying? That's the same type of thing, man. You know, they could have lived over here, but to get to where they live, they experienced some of that, and they remember it, and they put it, and they got it down pat. They probably had a couple. You know, for instance, I know a family who kids played football, right? Went to the pros. You know, I tell you how it went down. Whatever. And they got a big family, but part of the family lived in the hood, and the other part of the family who made it with the football live over here. But they was family. So the hood family would come to the rich family house sometime, and the rich family go to that motherfucking hood because that's my family. You understand? And they had the big boys in the hood, and people, everybody know them and all that. So sometimes they could have lived in, went to the joint, like you said. Their family, their parents could have. How many people you know lived in the projects but had money? Everybody in the projects wasn't broke, man. They just stayed there for the low rent.
Stayed there for the low rent.
And sometimes the kid leave, but the parents stay because they stuck in their way. They know everybody. They don't want to leave. On the son or daughter be like, come on, I want to buy your house. No, I'm fine right here. I don't want to go over there. I don't know nobody over there. I'm just want to stay here.
Yeah, shout to China Brim. I watched his channel, and he was basically saying he called out and he went in on Jadakiss. His thing was, he said, Jadakiss
I try not to touch it, y'all, but I
always
get it.
rap about jail. Always say jail and real niggas ratted and this and that, a third, and
OGs
he sold
and
packs
that.
and this, that. He said he always had the real deep street stuff. And China said Jadakiss never touched a jail in his life. Never did this, never did that.
Can they prove that stuff?
Jadakiss said he's never been in jail.
Okay.
So it's like a lot of stuff. I guess the way he presented, I don't.
Let me tell you something. Jadakiss, for that to be what you telling me right now,
That's what they saying.
he
Yeah.
tricked the shit out of everybody. 'Cause that nigga rap game is serious. He make you believe he did all that.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
If you would have, I ain't know this. It's
I
just
ain't
like
know either. I
this
didn't know.
is breaking news to me right
Yeah,
now.
breaking
man.
news, yeah.
Real talk. You telling me this? I'm still trying to digest this shit, man.
No, they definitely hang out with street dudes. Ain't no question about that. No, but with China, no, but with they,
Some niggas had to come up in it, some niggas chose it. You know what I mean? It's a difference.
yeah.
They chose it.
That's true too.
They still put it in. They didn't.
Damn, that's true too. You know what you're saying, Jay?
No, but the thing
What?
is, what they were saying too, they were saying how he rapped saying about the struggle. I think the father had some paper, had a job. I think they wasn't, the way that they presented, like he wasn't struggling. But a lot of his raps, like he known to be like a real rapper. Like one thing is like he is no cap in his rap. He's supposed to be a guy that, because he never really talk about killing people. He always just talk about like the jail system and stuff like that, and he say some hustling, but he never said.
Now he say shit about hammers and all that too.
Yeah, but he never go too crazy. But he's supposed to be known as like a real rapper, not no cap rapper. So what they saying is he raps about the struggle, and he didn't have no struggle.
Everything that they saying is right now.
So that's what
everything
that's what
they say is right now. That and everything else he say, because this dude is a hell of a rapper, man. You know, whether he did it or not, he's one of the nicest rappers,
he's
man.
a beast.
Lyrically,
He a beast.
He's a beast. So for you to be telling me this is breaking news, man. You telling me this phenomenal rapping dude got you believing it, singing along with it, like, and sometimes we listen to a nigga like he a movie because of his wordplay. You trying to tell me he was on the other side of the hill?
That's what
You know what I'm
they
saying,
yeah,
Jay?
that's what they saying.
That's a throw off right there,
See,
man.
like-
Like you tricked me all these years, man.
I would love for if we could have played.
Yeah, Jay, he tricked us, man.
I love if we could have played the clip. You can find the clip, Jay.
Yo, you tricked me, man. That's crazy.
Nigga want George. He having money, but they still ain't buying you the flash shit.
Find the clip. It's there. But a lot of, like I said, I'm not as.
It could go either way. That's why we touching on it.
I'm
it
not
can go that
as-
way or it can go the other way.
Yeah, I'm not as like knowledgeable on what's going on. I just know I saw the father on the show with Jadakiss. Then I saw China Brim and a couple other guys on YouTube speaking about it. So
And the only way you could bring that type of story up, you got to know what you're talking about.
yeah, that's why. That's why
you can't just be talking.
No,
you
but
gotta,
that's why
you got to have
he
heard
gonna,
that for
he
real.
gonna, he gonna bring. See, it's big news. Everybody talking about it.
I like to see what his father look like.
Yeah, show it. Cause it's his son. He got a son that's rapping. Son is supposed to be pretty good also. So they was on. That's it right there. That clip right there. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, cause you want the clip of it. We don't want the whole interview, but the clip where he said that he yeah, locks from private. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
Oh wow, it's coming out now.
Yeah, but I remember I definitely saw his. I heard that I could speak on. I heard I was on Pop's mouth. That's it right there. When his Pop said, "Shit, we would have." That's his Pop's right there. His Pop's supposed to be like a smart guy. Somebody, if y'all, he said, "Doc, that's."
Y'all want to call in on this 646-628-4264. Y'all want to call in on this topic right here.
He said, "Doc, that's like you and Vito saying y'all are retired police officers." Hit the like button. Somebody call in and y'all more knowledgeable about this situation and y'all give y'all input on it.
646-628-4264. Y'all call in and let's get on this breaking news right here.
Yeah, and a lot of people been going in on this joint here. So I've been listening to a lot of people what they saying. But he definitely this is what I know though. Jada could definitely be around some street guys, and he definitely he carry himself. I like how Jada could carry himself. He don't carry himself like a clown.
Out from your father.
Nah,
not
it's
good, kids.
me and him cool.
Since he became a father,
He's a good dude.
just came to
I just ain't know they
appreciate
went to private school.
growing up in a two-parent
But
household.
other than that, he all right.
Actually, it was a label
And that ain't bad either.
really
You know
want
what
to
I
talk
mean?
about.
But the stories is
It
you know, the way
wasn't
he
street.
tell it.
So, I
You
mean,
know, it is what it is,
and he
man.
didn't tell
I
you
guess
he went to
it can go
private
either way.
school, and we had that wasn't that nigga
Yo, Kiss, you messed up on that one, man. You kicking on that hardcore rap. And the fans love you, but you gotta just
You can
tell
bring that back, Jay?
everything about your life. That's why when you a rapper and you spit hardcore lyrics, tell your fans everything about your life. We shouldn't have to hear or find this out from your father. That's not good, Kiss.
See, that's what people saying
Since he
too.
became a father,
People
he
saying
just
that he was just
came to
disingenuous
appreciate
because you've
growing
been out
up in a
over 20
two-parent
years,
household.
and this
Actually,
part
it
of
was
your life,
a
you
label
just
that
hearing
he
about
didn't
now.
really want to
That's
talk
what
about.
people- that's what they
It
saying.
was about.
They like
it
you
was
never
street. I
talked
mean,
about
so,
that in
I
your
mean,
rap
and
over
he didn't tell you he went to
25
private
years.
school.
got away
and
with
we
it
had
long
all
time.
that wasn't
That's what people
Yo,
saying
Kiss,
too.
you messed up on that one, man. You kicking on that hardcore rap.
No?
And the fans love you, but you gotta just tell everything about your life. That's why when you a rapper and you spit hardcore lyrics, tell your fans everything about your life. We shouldn't have to hear or find this out from your father. That's not good, Kiss.
Since he became a father, he just came to appreciate
He said all five what
growing
came
up in
from
a
what?
two-parent household. Actually, it was a label that he didn't really want to talk about because it wasn't
Ain't me.
street. I mean, so I mean, and he didn't tell you he went to private school, and we had.
I just heard him say that. He talked about that. You got it right there? Because he talked about, he said ever since he had his son.
What's
Yeah,
his,
you
what's
had
the nigga real name anyway?
Javon, I think. Yeah, I just heard the clip where he said he went to private. The father said it. Yeah, so they make a big. To me, I still rock with Kiss. You know what I'm saying? And I know you could be rich and still adjacent.
Now, but here's my deal. My man still got a valid point. Dude said, all right?
He
You
said
been
his
rapping
pops
for
had a
20
bunch of
something
his
years.
bullshit and put him on blast. It did seem, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna let you finish saying what you're saying, but it did seem like his pops seemed like kind of intentionally he did that. But I'm gonna let you talk. We gotta play the video because you could feel what I'm saying. But go ahead, say what you're saying. Because he says pops had, this what the caller here said, his pops had enough of his bullshit and put him on blast.
But what I'm saying is that probably over some money or something. I mean, I raised you. It wasn't for me, you wouldn't be here.
But some parents don't like that because they feel if they did, I'm not speaking for his pops. But
yeah,
Michael
I raised
Irvin,
you. I bust
that's
my
like if
ass
you
and put you through all this, and you gonna tell people you from the goddamn hood.
Yeah, that did that.
You discredited our family name.
Yeah, see that's how some people may carry it.
That's it, Jay.
No, but that's how
You can see we looked at it they side. We ain't looking at the older G side. You understand what I'm saying, though? You making the family look good. My uncle went over here, we over there, and then we did this to get it nice and put you through school, and you got the whole world thinking that you grew up with snotty nose
if you work
and
hard,
dirty pampers.
And you come from the gutter,
You understand? You see where that's coming from?
And that's why, because that's what I want everybody to hear the video, and it did seem like he put him on.
Nah, that's a good point. That's a good point. What you saying?
It seemed like he did
I ain't
that.
catch it like that, but as soon as you said, that's why I caught it real quick. That's another way to think about it.
And that's how people, because Michael Irvin, his son, Michael Irvin didn't care. He didn't know his son was rapping, so his son was talking all this gangster stuff and rapping. You know, that's a new thing, rapping. Yeah. He found out. He went on air. He said, "Listen here, I'm a millionaire. I played for the Dallas Cowboys. I grew up poor. I grew up this, that, and the third. My kids didn't have to do it. My son is embarrassing me. He's not no gangbanger. He grew up in a $1 million house.
Yeah.
Don't believe
How long
nothing
ago was
he's
that?
talking about. Like last year.
Yeah. Well,
like last
I'm
year.
sure there's other people who feel that way too. I would. Let me give you on a lower level. And I told you the story before. You know, my older sons, I caught one of them like drooping the pants. And I was like, yo, man, we don't do that. You got checking with them. Speed up the story. All right, Dad, you right here? Cool. I see him one day. I come from the gym early. I get a couple clients canceling the shit, right? So I'm going home early. Guess who coming from school with his pants low ride? So hold up, man. That's my son. Tight, right? We had this conversation. But the another thing, he has clothes. I bought him some, he's eating. I bought him some nice outfit, and he got some wax stuff on. May I tell you that? And I said, yo. He saw me, he's like, oh, who's up there? I said, yo, where your clothes, man? Make a long story short, he changed what I bought him, put on something to fit in with his friends, because they just call him Little Rich Boy, and he said ain't nobody want to chill with him, so he wanted to blend in. So when he do that, everybody be on him like that. Yeah, it's like I'm doing what I got to do to get you right, and you don't want to wear your stuff. It ain't my fault that the other parents ain't buying that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That level right there might make sense because the story's like. Because
I was wondering, because the way he said it, he's like, please, Jay, find that joint.
And then, but what about the dude, the YouTuber? He said, popular dude like him, everybody like him, he mean with it. All this time, people want to know you, know your story. You ain't tell people till after all this time.
Yeah, see, that's Hassan talking about it too, I see.
You see what I'm saying, though? That's a long time, right?
Yeah.
23, you've been out 25 years. On your 24th year, you tell everybody, we found out you come from
Jadakiss might
went to private school and grew up.
Might be pushing 30 years. They've been out like Biggie Jadakiss came out in '96.
Yeah, they came out. I was locked up when
They
it came
came.
out.
Hardcore lyrics. Tell your fans everything about your life.
Turn that up. Yeah, they're on Joe Button show. That's what it was.
Or find this out from the father.
Yeah, turn that
He
up.
looked just like his pops too.
Yeah, his son looked just like him too. Jadakiss' son. And the way the pops said it, it seemed like he kind of what Champ Head said that his pops did it like that. Why so low? It's down.
Yo, Kiss, you messed up on that one, man. You picking on that hardcore rap.
Cause it's that one. It's right there where he's on Joe Button
That's
show.
why when you a rapper and you spit hardcore
It's on that
lyrics,
one.
Tell your fans everything about your life. You shouldn't have to hear or find this out from your father. It's not good,
But-
Kiss.
Cause the audio we hearing, I don't know who channel that is. Shout out to you, bro, whoever you are. But I wonder why we hear that. And don't hear, cause I can hear what he's telling Jay, but it's low.
Yeah, that's not the Joe Budden in the dress. Another thing.
Yeah, that's somebody else.
Yo,
in it.
Kiss, you messed up on that one, man. You
Yeah.
picking on that hardcore rap.
See that's not that.
Fans love you, but
Unless he
you gotta
reacting
just
to
tell
it. What that
everything
says,
about
he
your
might
life.
be reacting
That's
to
why
it though.
when you a rapper, and you
That might be a
spit hardcore
reaction
lyrics,
video.
Tell your fans everything about your life.
Cause he's
You
on the
shouldn't
Joe
have to
Button joint.
hear or find this
Unless you
out
just go
from
straight
your
to that
father.
video, but then you'll
It's
have to
not good,
find out
Kiss.
exactly when he starts. That interview's like 2 hours.
He just
Yeah.
came to appreciate growing up in a two-parent household. Actually, it was
Mhm.
a label that he didn't really want to talk about because
Two-parent household.
it wasn't street. And he didn't tell you he went to private school, and we had. That wasn't that nigga.
Yo, Kiss, you messed up on that one,
You
man.
heard it,
picking
right?
on that hardcore rap.
Mm-hmm.
But that is
Fans
low.
love
But he
you,
was
but
like,
you
he
gotta just
ain't
tell everything about
tell
your
you he was
life.
improv the way
That's
the
why
pop
when
said it.
You a rapper and you spit hardcore lyrics. Tell your
wonder what
fans
this gonna do
everything
with his
about
career.
your life. You shouldn't have to hear or find this out from your father. That's not good, Kiss.
Since he became a father,
See, he reacting. That's what it do. Whatever video you listen to, he reacting to because he's playing it, the part, and he reacting as it goes on. So I think we probably have to go straight to Joe Button actual video because he reacting to it, and his audio on it is low. When he play Kiss in the interview. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, that's Jadakiss just sitting there like, cause he knew right away that he know people gonna be going in. You know how this YouTube thing is.
Oh yeah, that one right there is that's worth going in.
He says sort of like Benzino saying Cole did not have enough rough upbringing. It's upsetting to the parents. Yeah. They think you felt them. Huh? You sure? I wonder how it just surfaced now.
So you saying they took it down?
That's it right there. Sometimes if you stroll, look in the comment section, they tell you where it starts. They put like markers on there.
Fans love you, but you gotta
They
just
put like
tell
on a
everything about
15-minute
your
mark
life.
they
That's
start.
why when
And then we went
you
back
a rapper,
2 years
you
later.
spit hardcore
It was
lyrics.
like,
Tell your
Yeah, you know,
fans
when they
everything
were
about your
weighing in
life.
on Instagram,
You
they were
shouldn't
saying,
have to
get some
hear
water, and he
or
was
find
he
this
was
out
out
from
wrongly
your
when he
father.
was on with Fab and everything, and then there was some pirates of people out there selling Jada Drunk merchandise and stuff where they had his silhouette on the bag, on the merchandise. So I'm saying I had a person crop that silhouette for me and put it on the bag. And I'm saying, coffee and drunk, they go together. So, you need something to straighten
Yeah,
you
'cause I
out.
know they got coffee business together. Him, his pops, and his son.
But then, being the family man that I am, I didn't care too
His
much
father,
for the
family
drunk
man.
motif. That was kind of negative for me. So we said, let's come up with a real name. Get a real marketing team who's with us.
Yeah, it sound different when
and
you
launch
did.
the product in the right way. And that's what we're trying to
Get the lights up, y'all. Y'all want to call in 646-628-4264. 646-628-4264.
I was gonna say it earlier, yo. I'm playing Blackout, which I can remember storming out of my first baby mom's house, like beefing about some shit and putting Blackout on. Right?
You have to
So I'm
find
thinking
it.
about my-
You don't know what's that.
All
All right, so fuck it. We'll move on. I'm pretty sure these guys probably know already what happened.
Yeah, I'm gonna go home and listen to that. I want to hear see how the conversation went. As a matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But what else we got, man? Before we leave, man.
What else we got? Of course, we got sports. What else? Something else popping on the What's else going on in the world, the internet? A lot of shit be jumping. Also, sports. Real quick. Knicks in Detroit. Who you like and how many games you predicting? It's prediction.
Now, Knicks gonna beat them, man. Troy might get like 2 games. That's it.
Knicks in 6?
Yeah, Troy gonna get 2 games. Knicks gonna
Yeah, I agree. I think Knicks in 6.
Yeah.
Celtics and Orlando. That's what I'm saying.
I say that
Celtics
too,
in
yeah.
5.
Because Lando give him a hard time.
Yeah, I say Celtics in 5.
Lando give him a hard time.
Nah, I don't think gonna be no sweep.
Nah, Lando beat him. Lando beat him in Boston.
Milwaukee and Indiana. And what?
I like it. I like Indiana.
I like Milwaukee in 7.
Yeah. Now you don't gamble, but I like. We can do something smaller off the camera. We can do something
I
small.
like Milwaukee
Just for the fun of it, we can do something small.
7.
Nah, we do that. Something small.
I like Milwaukee in 7. That's
like-
gonna be a tough series.
Atlanta's tough in the playoffs, man.
Indiana's good.
I mean, Indiana's tough in the
Indiana's
playoffs,
good.
man. They tough in the playoffs, man.
They
I'm telling
good.
you.
They
And
have a better record than Milwaukee this year.
And they peaking right now too.
And they got home court advantage.
And they peaking right now. They playing
they got
ball.
home- they got
You
home
know what?
court
Know why they
advantage.
did with how they fell last year? Because they started getting injured. At the Tylenberg with Dallenberg. What's his name? Hollenberg, and a couple get injured towards the, in the playoffs,
Yeah.
man. And he had to sit down.
'Cause they supposed to beat Boston that first game.
And they
had
tough.
Boston.
Hollenberg got hurt, so they threw the game off. They rhythm off. And they still competed a little bit without him.
They got better record than the Bucks. They got home court advantage.
I just like. I don't sleep with Indiana on this.
So
Who
you got
else?
Indiana
Who
how
else we
many
got?
how many games? 7?
Nah. Yeah, I think it might go 7.
I
They
got
gonna
Milwaukee
go
in
back.
7. You got Indiana in 7.
Yeah.
But that can go either way. All right, so we go to the West. Lakers, Minnesota.
Oh, that's tough. That's
Lakers.
tough.
Lakers in 6.
Only why I go Lakers because LeBron in the playoffs is a different animal. Until somebody slow him down, they gonna find a way. And Joker, that's 2 mean niggas on the court.
Yeah, and Luka. Yeah,
I mean, Luka.
Yeah, that
Them 2 together,
I
man.
think it's gonna be hard. That Luka.
Just to worry about them 2, they're gonna open the door for a lot. Then the white boys starting to peak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I got the Lakers in about. What's the nigga 2 games?
Yeah, I say Lakers in 7.
Yeah.
You got 6.
Yeah, 6.
Ted got 6. All right, Houston and Golden State.
Damn, that's a tough one. I got Golden State in 6.
I had Golden State in 7. You know, Houston got the better record.
Yeah, but come on, man.
Houston got
Golden
home
State
court
in the
advantage.
playoffs. Golden State playing well right now.
Curry had 37 last
But
night.
Curry and what's the name?
And
in the
Jimmy
backcourt?
Butler.
And Jimmy
Butler had 38.
And what about my man? What's the name? Can't think
Draymond
of
Green?
it. Yeah, Draymond got an attitude problem, but he knows basketball.
Yeah, he knows basketball.
He played basketball. And he played all 5 positions.
He played.
He could bang, he do it all. You know what I'm saying? He gets a lot of texts, but who else? OKC, who do they play?
They play the when because right now tonight's the playing Sacramento and Dallas, but then
They play the winner of that.
No, Memphis lost last night to Golden State.
I understand.
So it might either be Memphis, Sacramento, or Dallas. I think Memphis gonna come out of that. So if they play Memphis, who you like? I think they're gonna play Memphis. No,
I thought
OKC.
Memphis is out.
No, because 7 and 8 you get 2 chances.
All right, so even though they lost,
9
they still
and 10
good.
they get, but the 9 and 10, whoever lose tonight between
I'm
Dallas
going
and
OKC.
Sacramento,
I'm going OKC.
yeah, they got the best record in the NBA.
I'm going
They got
OKC.
almost 70 wins.
I'm going OKC.
I got OKC in 5.
OKC can be beat, but not by those teams.
I got them in 5.
There's only maybe 1 or 2 teams that could beat OKC, but it ain't none of those. Who else?
And you
you
know
got?
it's gonna be the
That's it?
Dandy,
That's everybody?
the Clippers, and Denver.
Ooh. Dang.
I think I'm going with Denver. Cause Jokic,
Yeah, I'm going with Denver. I ain't going against Jokic either in playoffs.
That and Jamal Murray.
They picked somebody else up too. Who they got? One more person.
They got Westbrook. They got
Not Westbrook. It's somebody else.
They got Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon.
They picked up one more
They
person.
got Christian Braun.
But they ain't gonna win
Peyton
championship and
Watson.
shit. Though.
No, they don't win. They gonna be tough.
So that's all the teams.
Yeah, that's all the team. We ain't say in the East Cleveland because we don't know who Cleveland play yet. Cause Cleveland tonight I don't know who won the game tonight in the East because it's Chicago and Chicago and
I ain't see it.
and Miami
The
playing
games
tonight.
are probably just getting ready to go off. It's only
Yeah, they about to go
9:29.
off. Yeah, they should be.
Probably like 10, 20 more minutes at most.
Yeah, because the East they started at 7, I think.
7:30.
Or 7:30. Yeah, it should be almost over. Because Chicago winning. I think Chicago beat Miami tonight. 6. What quarter?
Miami's trash. He lost my man. They trash. I watch their games, man. Miami's trash. Jimmy Butler, and they lost somebody else. They got too many trades. They made too many trades.
Yeah, they have.
They got to rebuild. Rebuild.
Yeah, they definitely got to do that.
Yeah. So one more thing I want to talk about before we go. Got to talk about this, man. First of all, a moment of silence for the people, the family that died in that helicopter crash.
Man, damn.
If you you got to be unhuman not to feel that pain.
Yeah, that.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Man, hold on, I got to do this. Hold on. Hey, I got to say send my condolences to y'all know Miss D. Nico, Danny, Daniel, Heaven Up in Harlem family. You know, his wife passed away the other day, and you know Ted just reminded us, man, and it's sad, man. I'm just gonna say my part. I'm gonna let Doc say his part. Just real quick. I grew up around them for many years. You know what I'm saying? And they've been together like 36 years, 37 years. You know, and she's always been like a nice girl, a sweetheart. Turned into a nice lady, a nice woman. Always respectful, man. And the same energy all the time. But what I'm trying to say is that her passing is going to be touching for the whole Harlem and out of state and out of borough too, because she just was like a real nice person, right?
She definitely was a nice person. Everybody, one thing, you see that on everybody comments. Everybody say the exact same thing. She the nice same person. Way. Her name ain't get caught up in no drama, like not gossiping stuff. Everybody say the same thing. So that's when you know the person, the type of heart a person has. Everybody pretty much have the same thing. Like it's always the same. Never no bullshit.
I ain't never see her argue with nobody. No, she was always just the same. Like, you know what I mean? But she's gone, and B139 family. We just want to say, we send our condolences. God bless. May you rest in peace.
Yeah, we
definitely
send our condolences.
And we also now we want to touch on the people who died in a helicopter. Like I watched it like. I watched the news a lot, and I caught it right when it first hit breaking news. But when you see it, how it happened, you know what I'm saying?
Seeing it
is
that
like
thing was crazy.
Crazy.
It just went like that, and it's right. And we from the city, so that's more to us because it's like right there.
And not only that though, it ain't like it hit nothing or nothing hit it.
Yeah, it just went.
It's
out of the
started coming.
stop.
Yeah, the propeller came off, and then this came off, and that came off in midair. And it came down, boom. Now you got a family coming from out of town, 3 kids, husband and wife. Birthdays, the mom's and the daughter birthday.
Wow, both their birthdays? That the same birthday?
Both their birthday, same day. And they want to get on a helicopter just to take a tour of Manhattan.
I've done that years ago.
I never did that. Thought about it, never did.
You know, it used to be $75 back in days.
I know, but I thought about it. Always was intrigued with a helicopter, but never got on one.
It's $135. That's still not bad for an hour, 30 minutes. That's still not bad.
Yeah, I never did it.
The helicopter is scary though, cause that wind and like it's not that heavy of a plane.
But I still always wanted to do it because I'm not afraid of heights and flying. I like flying.
Yeah, I ain't afraid of it.
I like flying. But so it said it went all the way up, flew up to the George Washington Bridge, turned around, came back down. Now the weather wasn't bad.
It wasn't.
Conditions wasn't under that, so we can't blame it on the weather. So when it got around downtown on the Hoboken, Jersey City side, it just started. The plane just started coming apart, so to speak, and like they all died. Now hold. Not forget about the pilot.
The pilot.
Young black brother, a Marine, ex-Marine. You understand what I'm saying? He had like 800-some hours training, flying.
That's what they're trying to say too. That he's not that experienced.
Nah, he ain't that experienced, but he has. But his track record is good. You understand? But hold up. The plane took off. It flew already like 6, 7 times before that last one. You understand what I'm saying? At what point do you say, you know what, it flew 4 times, let's check everything again? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And then let it go up again. Yeah. You should have a checkpoint where you keep checking. You understand what I'm saying, though? Yeah. Before every time a flight they check everything, man. That's where they do all this to let you come in and all that. Yeah. And then they go and they look up, them dudes walk around and check the landing gear. They check everything, the gas gauge. So why you don't do that when the helicopter come back in? Shit just came apart, man.
They still investigating it, though.
Yeah, they still investigating. Somebody dropped the ball on that.
It's just so sad, man.
Somebody dropped the ball. And as a family member, I'm mad. I'm sad, but I'm mad because of the way it happened. Now, if it was a weather condition and couldn't control it, okay. If the dude was drinking and hit something or a bird hit it, sometime the propeller, you got reasons. What's the reason for that?
Yeah,
Jay, what's the reason, man? You in the air.
See that?
Jay, in the propeller, I didn't mean to cut you off, and this and all that just start coming off.
But it's crazy.
Come on.
Remember the baseball player Corey? Damn. He died. I think the bird. They hit the bird, the fucking bird, and the same place, the exact same place where they died.
They said New York got about 4 or 5, 6 under their belt.
Yeah, them helicopters, man. I don't know. We'll get back on that joint.
But I'm gonna tell you the day I seen about 6 or 7 of them joints fly already. Me and you was talking.
Yeah.
Right? We was talking.
We talking, yo.
Now you're I'm talking to you.
You
and
said
I done seen about 5 helicopters go by me. And they talking about banning helicopters.
Yeah, you did say
I
that.
seen 5 joints.
Rest in peace, Black Mamba.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Kobe, man. Yeah, Kobe, man.
Helicopters.
Yeah, the roof in DR. Yeah, there was a lot of, there was quite a few mishaps that happened in the last couple days. Yeah, rest in peace to the Dominican population. You know what I'm saying? Dominican population, man. They, you know, that's half my peoples, man. You know, I grew up around a lot of Dominicans. You know what I'm saying? And that club, they said, Big Poppy, all of them would have been in there if it was a certain a part of the year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but they say Big Poppy and all of them go to that joint.
A Papa Singer died?
Yeah, the Papa Singer.
Yeah. It was in there. But they said a certain time
when
of
this
year,
happened?
they have a big-ass joint there.
3 days ago.
Yeah, about 3 days ago. But they said a certain time of year, they have a big events there, and all of them being there at one time.
Wow.
All the dudes that made all the money, that's Dominican.
Oh, they go back there.
They go there and they rock out. Cause they, yo, what up, baby? We went over there and got bread, and they show love over there. You know what I'm saying? They stick together. But I'm just saying, they like, yo, if it was a certain part of the year, he said a lot of them would have been in that building. I was around a couple of Dominican dudes telling me that the other day, cause they know. You know what I'm saying? They know, man. But anyway, man, thank y'all for tuning in, man. We just want to touch on some topics today, me and Doc.
Yeah. So next week we should be full effect, man. Next week we're going to have a nice show.
We have a couple guests next week. Get a couple. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how we do, though. I'm Don Vito, voice for the peoples.
Doc, shake the block. Y'all know what it is.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
The Beat 139. Harlem's #1 podcast.